Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me today as we're going to be doing a recipe. The recipe is going to be green chili corn casserole, Mexican style. I've been having this for my lunch this week, and I tell you, it's really nice, really good. The one thing I would probably, as I like spicier things, I probably would spice it up a bit, but I love the textures. I love the different ingredients in there. And it was an easy recipe. As I've been doing more and more cooking, it was nice to be able to have a easy, quick recipe. And for meal planning, budget purposes, or for your backyard barbecue or comfort food, this is an excellent recipe, and I hope you give it a try. And as always, I'm going to have the recipe, the ingredients, and instructions in on the comments. I hope you have a great day. Hope you give this a try. And as always, I appreciate you being here, and let's get cooking. All right, let's take a look at our ingredients for the green chili corn casserole. This can serve up to 5 to 6 people. We got some 3 cups of corn. You could do fresh, canned, drained, or canned and drained, or thawed, frozen. Here's my thawed frozen. I did super sweet corn. When I was a kid here in Florida, I worked on the farm down the road, Mr. Walker's farm, and then he had yellow sweet corn. That's the first time I experienced it, so I have fond memories of sweet corn. So we have the corn. We're going to do 3 cups of that. Can of diced green chili. I did Ortega, mild, fire roasted diced green chili. The 1 cup of sour cream or plain yogurt. The yogurt's going to give you a tangier flavor. I do Greek yogurt for breakfast, so part of my breakfast. So this is the why I like to choose that one instead of the sour cream. 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. This is the real mayonnaise from Hellmann's. And we're gonna do the 1/2 cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. I could not find Monterey Jack, so I got Kobe Jack. It has Jack in the name, so I know it's different, but I needed some cheese. And then 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. I got the triple cheddar cheese, a great value from Walmart. And then, so I got that. Cup of, this is optional, but it adds great flavor. I'm definitely doing it. I love the red onions. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup, maybe a little bit more, red onion. And then we're going to do the 2 eggs. Got some eggs. And then a 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. All-purpose flour. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, or baking powder. I'm sorry, baking powder is the difference. Right there. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Ground cumin. There's my ground cumin. 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. It's getting low, but I think I have some more. I might need to get some more at the store. Smoked paprika. And then salt and pepper to taste. Here's my trusty pepper. And I got a little shot grinder I might put in at the end there. All right, let's get cooking. We're gonna preheat the oven at 350. We're gonna grease either 8x8 or 9x9 inch baking dish or similar casserole dish. And then we're gonna start mixing everything together. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and go. Let's mix in a large bowl. Let's mix together everything, most of the things. I already got the corn in there. Let's add in green chili. Let's put this right here. Here's our green chili. All right, let's add in our sour cream. I already measured that out here. It's not sour cream, I used a Greek yogurt. So it's gonna be a little bit tangier of a taste. Look at that, look at that, it's coming together. And then let's go ahead and do the sour cream. I didn't have a chance to measure, or the mayonnaise. So we're supposed to be doing half a cup. Let's do 1, 2. Get that in there. All right, and then we're gonna do the eggs. I already slightly diced up the eggs here. What did it say? It says eggs, 2 eggs, lightly beaten, helps bind the casserole together. Here we go. And then we're gonna do the diced onions. This is scheduled to be for the optional onions, 1/4 cup. I didn't quite measure it, but I think a little bit extra, so I'm just gonna put that in there because I like the red onions, and I believe they're healthy for you as well. All right, then we're going to do the, let's see, diced onions and the cheeses. Here's our here's our, let's see, this is our cheddar cheese. And then we're gonna do half a cup of our, supposed to be Monterey Jack. I did go with a Jack, but a Kobe Jack. I know it's different, but I couldn't find the Monterey. I searched for quite a bit there. So let's get that in over here. And we're gonna go ahead and mix together with a spoon I used earlier. There we go. All right. Next, then we're gonna start mixing together the dry mix into a separate bowl, and let's get that going. Let's go. All right, in a separate bowl, let's go ahead and mix together the dry mix here. We're gonna do a 1/3 cup all-purpose flour, a little bit of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. We're gonna do some garlic powder. We're gonna do some cumin, 1/2 teaspoon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I like the smoked paprika. We're gonna put a little bit of pepper in there. I'm actually gonna avoid the salt today. I'm gonna avoid the salt. Oops, I just cracked my thing. All right, we're gonna mix that all together. Let's go ahead and put this on my homemade stand. All right, we're gonna mix it together with stirring the dry mix into the wet mixture until it's just combined. Gonna mix it together. Here we go. I think this is gonna be awesome. I'm really excited about this, actually. This would be perfect for picnics, barbecues, your dinner. I'm using it for my meal prep for lunch. It's gonna be my side dish. I do my side dish right around 10 or 11 o'clock. Then lately, I've been going to the gym. At lunchtime, you could follow my journey on that. I got a 30-day challenge on my main channel, Sunnyside John of Florida. And then I come back and then I have my meal, my main dish in the afternoon, probably around 1 to 2 o'clock. This week it's gonna be the canned tuna burgers. I've been on the burgers and summertime. I kind of switch around for each season of the year, and this is more of a summertime feel for me. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna show you me putting it into the casserole dishes because unfortunately I cannot find my casserole dishes. So I'm gonna use a pan dish and maybe a bread dish if need be, but it will work one way or the other. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. One thing I love about cooking, it's a lot like life. I'm learning actually a lot of life lessons. The importance of being patient, planning, experimenting, believing in yourself is a big thing. But today's lesson is working with what you got, being flexible. I didn't have the casserole dishes, so I put this in a nice pie dish. So it's going to be a corn pie casserole. So I'm actually quite proud of being. I'm really proud of this cooking and learning to cook and going through this process. It's an amazing thing, and you save money, you get creative, and you eat healthier by knowing what you put into your foods. The fact that I skipped the salt, and I'm working on my high blood pressure. So all this is great stuff. So we're gonna set it up for 350. And it says 35 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna go right down the middle and do 40 minutes. Let's go ahead and be careful. This is where it's hot, guys. Gotta be careful. And let's go and cook. Oh! All right, here's our corn casserole. It's looking good and cooked up. You can see how it's nice and evenly. It's a casserole in a pie dish. Doesn't get much better than that. You can see the red onions, the green chili peppers. Let's take a look at here. Look at the ingredients. Nice and creamy. Let's give it a taste. Holy cow, this is amazing. Excellent. Holy moly. All right. Like I said, it's gonna be my lunch. My side dish for my lunch for the week. Thanks for viewing. And as I mentioned before, the recipe, ingredients, instructions are going to be on the comments. And I hope all is well. And thank you. Let's go.